Manhunt after two Minnesota state politicians targeted. One of them killed Denai Nesta Kupemba BBC News Star Tribune via Getty Images Minnesota State Senate Melissa Hortman, left, and John Hoffman, right. A manhunt is underway in Minnesota after two state lawmakers were targeted and one of them killed on Saturday morning in what Governor Tim Walz called an act of targeted political violence. Melissa Hortman, 55, a Democrat, and her husband were killed in Brooklyn Park, a city near Minneapolis. John Hoffman, 60, also a Democrat, and his wife were shot several times at their home about 9 miles away in a related attack. He is out of surgery and stable. The search is on for the suspect, who police say was impersonating an officer. He has been named as Vance Luther Bolter, 57, and there is a $50,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. Follow live updates as manhunt continues in Minnesota. He served on the state's Workforce Development Board with Hoffman, a state senator, but officials are still investigating whether he knew either politician. Police said he tricked his way into the victims' homes using a false badge and uniform, and was even driving a car that looks like a police vehicle equipped with emergency lights. The first emergency call was made at 02 Beketsabo local time regarding the incident involving State Senator Hoffman and his wife. Then another call was placed to police at 03:35, which led officers to check on House Speaker Hortman. The police exchanged gunfire with the suspect at Hortman's home, but he managed to escape. Brooklyn Park Police Chief Mark Bruley said police are engaged in an extensive manhunt alongside the FBI, SWAT, and hundreds of police officers. He said police took the suspect's car and believe he is traveling on foot. Authorities are warning people in the area not to answer their door for a police officer unless there are two officers together. Elected officials across the state were put on alert, and no King's protests against President Donald Trump were called off after flyers for the demonstrations were found in his car. In a statement, Trump said, "Such horrific violence will not be tolerated in the United States of America, and authorities would be prosecuting anyone involved to the fullest extent of the law." Bob Jacobson, the state's Commissioner of Public Safety, said public servants have been targeted in a violent and cowardly way. Saturday was a dark day for Minnesota, but we will not allow fear or violence to define who we are or how we move forward, like he said. Walz activated the State Emergency Operations Center, used for managing disasters or emergencies in response to the shootings. The governor said Minnesota had lost a great leader, and I lost the dearest of friends. He called Hortman a formidable public servant, a fixture and a giant in Minnesota, saying, "She woke up every day determined to make the state a better place." Getty Images police conduct extensive search and hunt for killer former Vice President Al Gore also paid tribute to Hortman, who briefly worked for him while he was a member of the U.S. Senate. "Though she was only there for a short time, she had a lasting impact," said Mr. Gore. There is absolutely no excuse for political violence. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi added in a statement that she was heartbroken by the targeted shootings. "This climate of politically motivated violence must end," said Mrs. Pelosi, whose husband was attacked during a politically motivated break-in at their home in 2024. Hortman, an attorney, was elected to the Minnesota House of Representatives in 2004 and served as House Speaker from 2019 to 2025. She led efforts to protect women's rights, invest in clean energy, and secure free school lunch for kids, said U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar, a Democrat from Minnesota, in a statement. In 2020, she became an advocate for policing reform in the wake of the killing of George Floyd, successfully helping to enact a state ban on police chokeholds that caused Floyd's death at the hands of Minneapolis police. She had two children. Her husband, Mark, was also killed.